What is up, y'all? Welcome back to EJRC Outdoors. Tomorrow, we're doing a little bit of whitetail archery hunting. In the morning, it's going to be, so tomorrow will be October 21st. The rut is inching closer. One of my buddies is coming down right now. Tomorrow's Friday, October 21st. And we're going to do a little bit of hunting. Right now, I'm putting back together a broadhead. Putting it on my arrow here that I actually shot a raccoon with the last time I was out, but I'm very excited for tomorrow. Should be a great day of hunting. You guys will be with us. My buddy Ian's coming right now, and we're gonna have a great day tomorrow. Yeah, we can take your truck. That's cool. What's up, dog? For the vlog.
What are we doing?
Alright, what is up, guys? You can see the moon up there. It's currently very early the next morning. Got my base layers on. Ian and I are going to jump in the truck, head to our spots right now. We'll keep you guys updated.
I have that feeling crawling over me again, just like it happened so many times before.
Alright, guys, we're finally out to our spot here. Had a little bit of a mishap, forgot my bow at home for a second, but we're good now. I'm going to take Ian out to her spot, and then we're going to wait for first light. Alright, y'all, I just took Ian back to the spot. He's all set up. Stars are still out. We got a little bit of dark left here, so I got to get to my spot. I left my stuff hanging on this tree here, my outer layers, that little trick. If you're ever walking while you're hunting, you want to strip off those heavy layers, get down to as little as possible to stay warm, because when you walk you're going to sweat, and if you have heavy clothing on, it's going to trap that in. So try not to sweat. Strip that stuff off and then put it on once you're ready to sit again. So let's get to our spot here. Alright, guys, we got the GoPro set up. We're in our spot. It's just getting to first light right now. Give you a little view of our spot here. The sun's coming up right behind us. A lot of times deer will either come from this direction and cross behind us, or they'll come from my back right, kind of in between bedding areas back here. And there's a pond right over here. So we're gonna sit tight this morning. Hopefully either a nice doe or a good big buck comes through and we can get it done. Alright, y'all, so at this point, and this is a bit hard to rewatch, I hear something a little off of my back left shoulder. If you can see up there in the top left corner, you can see some does walking in. They were in a perfectly straight line, and I believe there were 7 of them. It's kind of hard to tell in this video, but I think I counted 7. Now they walk in, and I was being really stupid. I already had my GoPro filming, but for some reason I thought it was a good idea to pull my phone out to try to get some extra footage. So these does come walking in. I'm sitting there fumbling with my phone. This is the video from my phone. You can see them all there. The same footage from my GoPro, so I don't know why I had to get my phone out. I couldn't get the camera to open. Then when I put it back in my pocket there, one of the does in the back was looking at me. They sensed something was up, and I waited too long. I should have just been ready to take a shot. I have a shot right there at that front doe, which was a nice big doe, and that's the shot I wanted to take. So if I wouldn't have had my phone out, I could have just been completely ready, and I would have an arrow and a deer right now. But no, I was being stupid. Now they spook, and I turn to my right because I know there's one behind me, which you can see 2 of them right there. The one on the left was the bigger one that I wanted to shoot, but I turned to that side, and I couldn't get a shot off at that angle. So I turned back, and while I turned back, they stepped right behind each other, like So once I pull back here, I don't have a shot, and I'm waiting for one to move, and they just don't until they spook. The bigger one spooks, and then the smaller one, which, man, this is just tough to rewatch. I was just made a ton of mistakes. There's still some deer back there. They were mostly the smaller ones of the group. I then turned back around here in a second. I'm watching these deer. Those ones were a little smaller. So then I turn back around here, and I am, looking. I can see a couple deer in there, and eventually one is making its way actually over onto this ridge. Now I'm gonna have a shot at it for maybe like a second. Rewatching the footage, I thought I had a better shot. I thought it was broadside for longer than it seems to be in this video. Basically, I have another shot opportunity here, but at this point, I was honestly just so off this day. Like, everything just felt weird this day. Walking in, I started the day by leaving my bow at home. We had to drive 10 minutes back to get it. Then I left my backpack unzipped when I'm walking into the woods. Everything just seemed really weird. Like, I almost got lost walking around, taking my buddy to his tree stand. So you can see this deer coming up to this ridge. Now, this ridge is only 30 yards away, but for some reason in my head I was just thinking it was 40 yards. I couldn't figure it out. So right now I don't really have a great shot at it because it's quartering to me. But here in a second it's going to turn more, and then if I would have stopped it, I would have had a shot. So I probably should be at full draw here, but I just talked myself out of it. At this point, I just was not totally comfortable taking the shot. There it turns broadside right there. If I'd have given it a little meh, probably would have stopped. But I was just so flustered, and I was just out of it this day. Now at this point, y'all, I was so bummed. It's been a few days now. I'm over it, at least mostly over it. But at the time, so the deer continue out of view, and I'm just sitting there like, how did I just screw that up? 7 deer, probably 3 or 4 shooter does in there, and I could have had such an easy shot, and I know I could have executed it, and I felt good when they were coming in. Well, I didn't feel great, but I think I could have made the shot if I had just stayed collected. But I was just, I don't know how to describe it, but I was just super off this day. I just wasn't like thinking straight. I don't know if I didn't get enough sleep or what. I'm super bummed, and then I'm texting my buddy Ian. He's in the stand. I had to get out of the woods soon because I had a meeting, and I'm texting him saying, oh my gosh, man, I'm bummed, asking him if he saw anything, and then I'm sitting there and I hear something else behind me just not too long before I was going to get out of the woods. So here's what happened next. So at this point, I hear something behind me. I turn around and I see a deer, and I'm like, I cannot be this lucky. I have to redeem myself. I quickly realize this is a spike or a little 4-point, but I see another doe with it. I don't know if this thing was getting like pre-rut excited or what. I turn here, the thing is looking right at me. Stupidly, I panic and draw while it's looking right at me. I should have just stayed still, but it doesn't run far. I get it full draw. Now at this point, you can't see this doe well because it's right behind my bow, but it's quartering away, and I didn't have a great shot. So I'm sitting there waiting for it. Now I'm at full draw for about 23-ish seconds before I'm about to take a shot here. It moves, and right here, I take a shot. Now, a couple things to break down here. You see both deer run away. I'm watching the doe run away, and it's just not looking good. It doesn't look wounded at all. I can see this doe for a long way, and I'm not feeling good about my shot. I felt my arm jerk, my bow holding arm, my left arm jerk left as soon as I took the shot. So I thought I hit it more forward than I would have liked if I hit it. Now I wasn't sure if I'd hit it or not at first, and this was not a hard shot. This was only like a 20-25 yard shot, a shot I can definitely make, and I just did not calm myself down. I did not calm myself down enough before taking the shot. I should have taken a couple deep breaths, and I was just at full draw for so long, and oh man, I just did so many things wrong here. I shouldn't have drawn when it was looking at me, and it was like 10 yards away. I should have waited for it to put its head down, then drawn, but I did not, and I was really bumming at this point. Whew, man, it's just one of those times. It's hard to watch. Made a ton of mistakes. Can't believe I missed that deer. I was just like shaking, and that's a shot that I know I can make, and I have made, and I just screwed up. There it is. What a completely awful performance of a day of hunting by me, guys. 2 perfect opportunities. First time one I saw, I think 8 does. Don't even want to get into what happened with that right now. And then got a second chance at another doe and just a clean miss at 20-ish yards. How do you miss? I don't know. Oh boy, y'all, that was completely awful. Terrible day of hunting. Maybe my worst performance hunting ever. But we've seen enough of that. I'm going back out tonight, hopefully going to get things back in line. Maybe we'll get a deer and get lucky. I got unlucky or just was playing out bad this morning. So hopefully we can be good and make something happen tonight. For now, we're gonna go put some corn up at my house, and I gotta put a camera back up. So we're gonna do that, and I just wait around for the afternoon hunt. Stop the 4-wheeler there. Now it's time to get my workout for the day. My dad said he had some apples up here that he put out. So I gotta find where those are. Put the corn in the camera. Well, y'all, the time has finally come for the evening hunt. What an awful morning hunt I had. Actually, it was a great hunt. I saw a ton of deer, but what an awful job I did. Hopefully, I can get something here to get that out of my memory. Stinks just having an easy shot, a shot that you know you can make a million times. Like that deer was at 20 yards and just screwed up. But we're back. Hopefully we can get one here. We're about to walk in. A couple hours till it's gonna get dark here, and it's gonna be good. Let's go, guys. We're gonna sit in a stand that we've never really sat in. A lot of people I know, like my dad's friends and my uncles, hunt out on my property, and this is a stand I have yet to sit in. So as far as I may have sat in once, but it's a newer stand to me. It's on a different part of the property than me and Ian hunted this morning, and I have a good feeling hopefully we're going to get one done tonight. Played Fred Bear by Ted Nugent, the ultimate hunting song, to get me fired up a little bit. So let's do this. That is a big boy right there. Yes, sir. Well, guys, there are officially no deer down for us today. We did not see anything at the evening sit. Unfortunate, rough day of hunting. But as my high school teacher, Mr. McClellan, would say, some days you get the bear, some days the bear gets you. The bear certainly got us today. But a bad day hunting is better than a good day doing almost anything else. So we definitely learned stuff. Gonna try to take what we learned from today and apply it down the road. So the sun will rise again and we'll be back out in the woods. Hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching E. Kriegs Outdoors. Check us out online for everything outdoors, adventure, and travel on YouTube and on Instagram. We'll see you next time on another episode of E. Kriegs Outdoors. Live adventure style, guys. Adios.